London is one of those magnificent and iconic places that is on everyone's travel bucket list. The capital of England boasts some of the world's most beautiful architecture, fun nightlife, delicious international food, a vibrant and a diverse vibe, along with a rich history. London is the capital and the largest city of England and the United Kingdom. The City of London, its ancient core and financial center, was founded by the Romans as Londinium and retains boundaries close to its medieval ones. London, as one of the world's global cities, exerts a strong influence on its arts, commerce, education, entertainment, fashion, finance, healthcare, media, tourism, and communications, and therefore has sometimes been called the capital of the world. From over 50 places, we have sorted out the top 10 best places to visit in London for you. So without any further ado, let's get into it. At the first place in our list today, we have the British Museum. Displaying one of the world's finest collections of antiques, the British Museum contains more than 13 million artifacts from the ancient world. With priceless objects from Assyria, Babylonia, China, Europe, and elsewhere, it's hard to know where to begin in this expansive attraction. Most tourists head first for the museum's most famous exhibits: the controversial Elgin marbles from the Parthenon, the Rosetta Stone, the colossal bust of Ramesses II, the Egyptian mummies, and the spectacular hoard of 4th century Roman silver known as the Meadenhall treasure. In addition to a well-stocked on-site bookshop boasting an exhaustive array of titles on ancient history, archaeology, and art history. There's a shop selling kids' games and souvenirs, along with one that sells replica sculptures and jewelry. Number 2 is the Buckingham Palace. One of Britain's most iconic buildings, Buckingham Palace is also the scene of London's most popular display of pomp and circumstance, the changing of the guard. Drawing crowds at 11:30 a.m. regardless of the season, this colorful and free display of precision marching and music also takes place at St. James's Palace, after which you can follow the band along the mall as they march between sides. Buckingham Palace was built in 1837 and has been the London residence of the royal family since Queen Victoria's ascension. If you're wondering whether the Queen is in, look at the flagpole atop the building. If the royal standard is flying day and night, she's at home. On special state occasions, she and the members of the royal family may even emerge on the central balcony. At the third position, we have the Hyde Park. Covering 350 acres, Hyde Park is London's largest open space and has been a destination for sightseers since 1635. One of the park's highlights is the Serpentine, an 18th century man-made lake popular for boating and swimming. Hyde Park is also where you'll find a speaker's corner, a traditional forum for free speech and heckling. Another Hyde Park landmark is Apsley House, former home of the first Duke of Wellington and purchased after his famous victory at Waterloo. At the fourth place in our list today, we have Madame Tussauds. Don't you feel that London is amazing? Keep the spirit high and visit one of the coolest places in London. The Madame Tussauds in London is the original waxwork museum formed in 1830. The museum is home for many famous faces from throughout the history, including monarchs, politicians, actors, sports personalities, singers, and many more. It is a terrific place to get some amazing pictures of your favorite celebrity figure. Madame Tussauds is truly one of the best places in London. It has more than 250 lifelike figures of your favorite celebrities. fifth place, we have St. Paul's Cathedral. St. Paul's Cathedral is one of the most religious tourist places in London. Located at the highest point of the city, it is one of the biggest churches in London. St. Paul has served as a key location for many important events in British history, such as the wedding of Princess Diana and Prince Charles in 1981. There is a lot to see inside the church, like the glittering mosaics, 400-year-old sculptures, and religious artworks, the cathedral's history and library, and much more. It has one of the biggest domes in the world, and there we find the Whispering Gallery. Number 6 is the ZSL London Zoo. ZSL London Zoo is the world's oldest scientific zoo with over 750 species of animal. This zoo is full of wonderful and exciting things like the Asiatic lions and bonobo monkeys. There's also the opportunity of visiting the iconic Penguin Beach, Tiger Territory, Gorilla Kingdom, and for the brave hearts, the ultimate walk-through spider experience. It is a must-visit London site. ZSL London Zoo is definitely one of the best places to visit in London. At number 7, we have London Eye. Rotating over the River Thames, the London Eye is the most iconic and must-visit tourist place in London. The London Eye consists of a giant wheel offering the most beautiful views across the city. During the night, the wheel is lit up in glittering lights and also serves as the centerpiece of London's annual New Year's firework display. You wouldn't want to miss out on this one. Your London experience will truly be incomplete without a visit to this famous tourist place. London Eye is easily one of the best tourist places in London. At number 8, we have placed the National Gallery. If you love art, this place is for you. The National Gallery consists of European masterpieces. It is a free site to visit with free guide tours and multiple language audio tours. There are various free activities available for families and children too. One's journey isn't complete without visiting one of the most famous places in London. This is why the National Gallery is one of the top London tourist attractions. It houses a collection of over 2,300 paintings dating from the mid-13th century to 1900. Number 9 is the Tower of London. One of the most iconic landmarks in London is the 900-year-old historic Castle of London. The Tower of London has served various purposes like a prison, a royal palace, a museum, an armory, and even a zoo. This palace is famous for serving many infamous prisoners. The Tower of London also holds the distinction of being a UNESCO World Heritage Site for art and gallery. Finally, at number 10, we have the Big Ben. The journey in London for tourists is incomplete without witnessing the world-famous clock. It is London's most iconic national timepiece. The Big Ben consists of the House of Parliament and the Elizabeth Tower. There are many tourist places and sightseeing in London that one can do, like visiting the public galleries, museums, or nearby places like Hyde Park and Soho Market. The clock tower has been a part of Grade 1 listed buildings since 1970 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1987. Hey, that was all from this video. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.